Goody. Testing 1 2. Test test. Steve. Test 1 2. Testing 1 2. Steve. Steve. This isn't working. Test 1 2. Testing 1 2. Test test. Test 1 2. Yeah. They don't want to hear me. No. Test 1 2. Test 1 2. Hello. Stand by for technical difficulties. Test 1 2. Test test. Test test. Testing 1 2. Test test. Welcome to Miss Jackson County. Test test. Stand by. Stand by for a standby. Is there power? Okay. They probably can hear us on Facebook. So welcome, Facebook friends. We'll be with you in just a moment. Test test. Testing 1 2. just like the Alltel network. Oh, hopefully we'll keep going. Okay, welcome. We're so glad you're here for the 2023 Miss Jackson County and her court. Test the other one. Stand by. Is this one working? Oh. Girls, you have to get right up to this one. Almost kiss it when you're going to talk to it. Okay, here we go. Welcome, and we're glad that you're here for the 2023-2024 Miss Jackson County and her court coronation. I'm Tony Hart. I'm back. And what an honor to be here tonight to find out who the new Miss Jackson County and her court will be. Our night also includes some Egg Society or Fair Board presentations, including this year's Fair Scholarship recipients, and we'll also crown the newly named Miss Jackson County Fairest of the Fair. Back to Miss Jackson County, though, all of these ladies were judged this past weekend by a panel of judges. They might be losing me. All judging processes continue tonight with evening wear and a pop question. Right now, though, let's introduce you to our three judges who are here with us this evening from different parts of the region. We welcome tonight Cassie Sonatag, and Cassie is familiar with Jackson County. She served as the 2009-10 Miss Jackson County and later coordinated this very Miss Jackson County program from 2015 to 2019. Sonatag is the Director of Media Relations and Outreach for the Wisconsin Farm Bureau Federation, where she helps share agriculture's story with media outlets across the state. Cassie and her husband, Alan, have a 1.5-year-old daughter, Harper, and own Sonatag Custom Farming near Cadott. In her spare time, she enjoys reading, photography, riding side-by-side, and spending time with family. She wishes the contestants good luck and is excited for them to grow as community leaders through the Miss Jackson County program. Let's give a round of applause for Cassie Sonatag. Our second judge is also familiar with Jackson County and now lives in Elk Mound. She is Kayla Gilbertson. Kayla proudly served as the 2017-18 Miss Jackson County. Born and raised here in Jackson County, she currently works as a communications specialist at Black River Memorial Hospital. In her spare time, Miss Gilbertson loves reading or listening to podcasts, spending time with family and friends, and going on walks with her adorable Basset hound, Norman. She wants to thank each of the contestants for their participation and vulnerability. Kayla wishes the newly crowned court good luck and wants to remind them it's perfectly okay to have an FFA shake and cheese curds for breakfast, lunch, and dinner during Fair Week. Please welcome Kayla Gilbertson. Our third judge this evening joins us from Ettrick. Kaylee Waldvogel has been part of the Miss Ettrick Royalty Program since 2015. She is a former Miss Ettrick. She is very involved with her community and enjoys volunteering to help the Ettrick Lions Club. She's a member of the Ettrick Community Auxiliary, which supports the Ettrick Fire Department. She also serves as a trustee on the Ettrick Village Board. Ms. Waldvogel manages the ultrasound department at Gunderson Health System and holds her master's in business administration. In her spare time, she enjoys reading, baking, shopping, and spending time with her husband, Justin, and children, Aspen and Barrett. She wants to recognize the contestants for taking the initiative to pursue this opportunity and wishes them the best of luck. Congrats to each of you. Please welcome Kaylee Waldvogel. Thank you to the three of you for being here tonight and helping us grow our program. And now let's introduce you to our contestants for Miss Jackson County this year. As each contestant walks the stage, they'll introduce themselves, will model off their evening wear before answering a randomly drawn pop question, both of which they will be judged on this evening. Each contestant will have 20 seconds to respond appropriately to their pop question. Let's get started. Please help me in welcoming our first contestant, Katie Settlebauer. Miss Settlebauer will be a senior at Black River Falls High School this fall. She enjoys showing livestock, spending time with family, and volunteering with her local FFA chapter. Katie is looking forward to being a strong role model to the youth, as well as all the new opportunities that Miss Jackson County offers. Please help me in welcoming our first contestant this evening, Katie Settlebauer.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Katie Settlebauer. I currently reside in Hickston, Wisconsin with my parents Ryan and Mary Terry Settlebauer. My escort tonight was my dad, Ryan, and my sponsor this year is Nick's Welding.
Very good. Yes, go ahead. Katie, here's your pop question. How do you remain positive when things do not go as planned?
When things do not go as planned, I remain positive by looking up to my older sister and asking her what she thinks is best that I can do, because she always knows the right thing to say whenever I need. So thank you, Haley, for everything you do for me, because I could not do it without you. Thank you.
Very good. Katie Settlebauer. Our next contestant tonight is Noelle Bergerson. Noelle will be a junior this fall at Melrose Mindoro High School. She enjoys figure skating, spending time with friends and family, and finding new ways to help her community. Miss Bergerson is most excited to attend the parades that Miss Jackson County has to offer. Noelle would also love building new friendships, learning more about our community's events, as well as our neighboring communities. Please help me in welcoming once again Noelle Bergerson.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Noelle Bergerson, and I'm from Melrose, Wisconsin. My parents are Nicole and Chris Rommel, and Lucas and Felicia Bergerson. My sponsor tonight is Amanda's Hair Studio, and my escort was Randy Lindbergh, my grandfather.
Noelle, here's your pop question. If you could go back in time, what advice would you give to your younger self?
If I could go back in time, I would tell my younger self to step up and take more chances, because life is too short to hold on to small things, and we just get out of my comfort zone more, because I was super shy when I was younger. Thank you.
Noelle Bergerson. The next young contestant that we have with us this evening is Haley Shurich. Miss Shurich will be a junior at Black River Falls High School this year. She enjoys reading, crafting, and hanging out with her friends. Haley is most excited for all the new friendships she will make through the program. Please help me in welcoming Haley Shurich.
Hello, everyone. I'm Haley Shurich. I live in Black River Falls, Wisconsin with my parents, Ben and Jackie Simplot. My sponsor is Reflections on Water, and my escort tonight was my dad, Ben.
Haley, here's your pop question. If there was a book written about you, what would be the biggest chapter?
The biggest chapter would definitely have to be going through COVID. I missed a lot with friends. I had trouble keeping up with school, keeping my mental health up. But overall, I think I learned a lot from it. And not saying I'm glad that it happened, but I'm glad that I had people to help me go through it. Thank you.
Haley Shurich. Our fourth contestant this evening is Ella Halverson. Miss Halverson will be a senior this year at Blair Taylor High School. She's currently involved in 3 sports and several clubs at school. Ella is active within her 4-H club and several community organizations, including Jackson Electric Youth Ambassadors, Sunday School, and figure skating. Please welcome Ella Halverson.
Hi, I'm Ella Halverson, and I'm from Taylor, Wisconsin. My parents are Lynn and Sarah Halverson, and my sponsor tonight was Soul Sisters Boutique. My escort tonight was my father, Lynn Halverson.
Ella, your pop question is, what role does family play in your life?
My family plays a huge role in my life. They have been my support system and there to support me through everything I've done. I have a very large support system, even through my extended family, and I see a bunch of them out here tonight, and I owe a lot to them. Thank you.
Ella Halverson. Our fifth and final contestant this evening is Francesca Zentgraf. Francesca is an up-and-coming junior at Blair Taylor High School. She likes to sew, play sports, and play different instruments. Ms. Zentgraf's favorite subjects are math and science. Francesca is extremely excited to grow and learn from the Miss Jackson County program. Please welcome Francesca Zentgraf.
Hello, everyone. My name is Francesca Zentgraf, and I currently live in Taylor, Wisconsin. My parents are Eric Zentgraf and Tammy Mock. My escort tonight was Kurt Mock, and my sponsor is the Taylor Corner Store.
Francesca, your question is, what qualities should a role model possess?
A role model should really be kind and caring about the people around them. They should also know how to lead and be able to lead a big group of people so that everyone can have an opportunity to talk and discuss things. Thank you.
Francesca Zentgraf. And one more round of applause for our 5 contestants running for Miss Jackson County this year. Thank you. Next, let's welcome our current court who've served our community this past year. Help me in welcoming Miss Jackson County's first attendant, Michaela Lopez. Michaela resides in Black River Falls. Currently, she works as a CNA at the nursing home in Blair. This fall, Ms. Lopez will be attending the University of Wisconsin-Madison, majoring in kinesiology on a pre-med track. Her goal is to be a podiatrist. Michaela's favorite memory from this year was winning the Festmaster Award at Oktoberfest after all the hard work the court put in to decorate the float with a fall theme. Please welcome your Miss Jackson County first attendant, Michaela Lopez.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for coming out to our coronation and the beginning of our fair. My name is Michaela Lopez, and I am your Miss Jackson County 2022-2023 first attendant and Miss Congeniality. My sponsor for this past year was Wagner Family Meats. My parents are Bobby and Casey Weiss, and my escort tonight was Sam Everson.
Michaela Lopez. And here she is, our reigning 2022-2023 Miss Jackson County, Mackenzie Doherty. Kenzie was born and raised in Black River Falls and recently moved to La Crosse, where she's currently attending Western Technical College. At Western, Miss Doherty is completing her Gen Eds with plans to transfer to UW Eau Claire and pursue a degree in elementary education. While reminiscing about the year, Kenzie shared, quote, "We have so many amazing memories that it is hard to just pinpoint one. But recently at the Trumbull County Fair, I went to give Michaela a fist bump for winning the scavenger hunt, and she went for a high five. This became our quote unquote turkey handshake." Please welcome Miss Jackson County, Mackenzie Doherty.
Hello and good evening, everyone. Welcome to the 2023 Jackson County Fair. My name is Mackenzie Doherty, and I am the 2022-2023 Miss Jackson County. My parents are Justin and Danielle Doherty, and my sponsor this past year has been Dynamic Audio and Video, and my escort tonight was my mom and best friend, Danielle Doherty. Thank you.
Miss Jackson County, Mackenzie Doherty. And one more round of applause for Miss Jackson County and her first attendant, please. This evening, we're also honored to have other area royalty joining us, including previous Miss Jackson County Court members. At this time, we want to introduce them to you, and as I say your names and titles, we ask that you please stand and wave so everyone can welcome you. We do ask that the audience holds their applause until after all the names have been read. So let's get started with that. I'll do the best on names. I apologize if I mispronounce them. We're going to start off with Cranberry Festival royalty, Kendall Murdoch and Abby Beck. Layla Scott, Miss Neelsville. Callie Morgan and Ayla, Miss Fundoro royalty. We also have Miss Blair royalty here, including Miss Blair Emma Lee, first attendant Noel, and second attendant Abby. We have the first attendant for Miss Ettrick here, Libby Truax. We have Olivia Kefanigro, the queen for the Strum royalty, along with Madison Miller, first attendant, and Evelyn Fredrickson, the alternate. We're welcoming Mariah Tranberg, Miss Trumbull County Dairy Ambassador. Madison Stubrood, the Miss Elma Center Strawberry Queen, along with their first attendant, Felicity Fry. Jayla Anderson, the 21-22 Miss Jackson County first attendant, is here. Kaylee Swino, 21-22 Miss Jackson County. Hope Roskis, the 21-22 Miss Jackson County third attendant. The 2019-21 Miss Black River Falls, as well as the 2015-16 Carter Blue Butterfly Princess. Julia Peterson, the Carter Blue 2011-12 is here, and Miss Black River Falls for 2016-17. Kaylee Young Thunder, the 2016-17 Carter Blue Butterfly Princess. She was also a 21-22 Miss Black River Falls and 17-18 Chris Kindle Queen. Our very own Mackenzie Doherty, Miss Black River Falls first attendant, 19-21, and Carter Blue first attendant, 16-17. Riley Lindo, Chris Kindle first attendant, 2018-19. Katie Settlebauer, the Miss Black River Falls, 21-22. Grace Roskis, the first attendant for the same year. Emily Kane, Miss Jackson County second attendant, 13-14 is here. We also welcome Miss Black River Falls for 23-24, Queen Bree O'Brien. First attendant, Anna Jakowski. Second attendant, Macy Goldsmith. Third attendant, Maddie Foster. Carter Blue Butterfly Princess for 23-24, Princess Jessidy Heller. First attendant, Sophia Berry. Second attendant, Nora Gerke. Third attendant, Willow Taylor. And fourth attendant, Elise Stenelson. We also welcome Larissa Peters, Chris Kindle, second attendant for 21-22. The Clark County Fairest of the Fair for 22-23, Kyra Rakovic is here. And Milana Gurney, the Fairest of the Fair, first attendant for Clark County, is here as well. Please give them all a round of applause. Thank you for coming and being here with us this evening. At this time, our judges are excused to go and analyze and make their final decisions this evening. And as they're doing that, let's call up our current court for their farewell speeches. Up first, let's start with Michaela Lopez, our first attendant.
Good evening, and thank you for coming out to tonight's coronation. It has been an absolute honor to serve Jackson County as your first attendant in Miss Congeniality. And I was going to say this, but now that it's like 65 degrees in here, I don't have to keep this that short since it's not that hot in here. But I'll still keep it short. I would first like to say thank you to the Jackson County Ag Society, or as you may know it, the Fair Board. Without you guys, we wouldn't be up and running. My next thank you is to AJ, our coordinator. She's running around here somewhere. She did all of the behind the scenes work and making sure that we had all of our dates and times for our events. Another big thank you is to Wagner Family Meats, my sponsor for this past year. Without you guys, I wouldn't have been able to run. I would also like to say thank you to both of our families and anybody else that pulled for our parades, and also to Gross Motors for providing trucks for some of our parades. My last bigger thank you is to Deb Marg for making our sashes. I am honored, and so is Kenzie, for wearing the last sashes that she's going to make for our courts. And my last thank yous are to Kenzie and Grace. Kenzie, thank you for making this year so much fun. I'm also going to try and not make you cry. We'll see how that goes. I'm going to miss our conversations on the way to and from parades, coronations, and other events. Two things that I won't forget from this year are our hand turkey at the Trempealeau County Fairest Coronation just a few weeks ago, and way back right on the fairgrounds here at the fair. We were riding on the back of the golf cart, and Chipper was driving the wheel, or manning the wheel, and there was a tree branch just low enough to clip the top of Kenzie's crown, but Chipper decided to keep on driving. So that crown took a little tumble. And my next thank you is to Grace. You may not have been a Miss Jackson County court member, but we did hang out a lot during the fair and at different events. Without you, I would not know that much information on livestock animals. I might be calling myself stupid here for a second, but before my time on court, I did not know the difference between a brown Swiss and a Jersey cow. So now I do, thanks to you. And I would definitely have to say that my favorite memory with you from this past year was just a few weeks ago when you gave Kenzie and I a very personal tour of your family farm at Sunday on the Farm. You allowed us to see all of the bulk tanks and gave us a really good explanation of all of the robots that you have on your farm that help with milking and feed. Now for some advice to the next court. Take plenty of pictures. In Kenzie and I's entire year, we took 828 photos. Yes, I did count. And that's after we deleted some photos too. And it still doesn't seem like enough. Take the time to create memories. Talk with everyone you meet, because you never know. You may be talking to the next Miss America right here on the fairgrounds. Next, stay organized and communicate. This will make your year so much fun and way better. These two things are going to help your year go amazingly smooth. And my last piece of advice is to take the time to have the small conversations with everybody you meet and with each other on the way to events. This past year has gone by way faster than I could have ever imagined, and I am very grateful to have served Jackson County with this past year on court. It has been a blast getting to talk to each of the community members at our events, and it has been an absolute privilege to serve this county. This is your 2022-2023 Miss Jackson County First Attendant and Miss Congeniality signing off for the last time. Thank you.
Thank you, Michaela. And now let's hear for the last time from Miss Jackson County, Mackenzie Doherty.
Hello and good evening, everyone. I'm Mackenzie Doherty, and this past year, I have had the honor of holding the title of Miss Jackson County. While I know this is a cliche statement, it is so true. I never thought that I would be standing where I am today, but I do know that this is exactly where I wanted to be. I have been so blessed to have this experience, and I will cherish every single piece of it for a lifetime. It it really was a year absolutely packed full of memories, but my favorites are mostly from the very beginning. Although Fair Week was exhausting and very warm, we enjoyed every second. From the wild golf cart rides to and from the fair office, to Miss Wisconsin almost being trampled by a pig, there was always something to smile about. Another amazing part about Fair Week was getting to see a whole different side of the fair. Growing up, I would always go for the rides and the food, as well as a quick walk through the barns. But my perspective is completely different now. If someone were to ask me my favorite part of the fair, it would be getting to talk to the exhibitors and hear about their animal and/or project. The time and effort put into everything is mind-blowing. The countless hours spent preparing for a show, the late nights spent in the barns, and all of the stress comes down to this week, and you can tell how passionate they all are. I loved being able to connect with new people and see their world, which I wouldn't have been able to do without being Miss Jackson County. This experience wouldn't be possible without the many people I had by my side and behind the scenes. First off, I would like to thank our coordinator, AJ, for all you do for the program and for always making sure things were taken care of. Thank you to the Miss Black River Falls and Carner Blue Courts for being my princess sisters and always making every single event memorable and constantly putting a smile on my face. Michaela, thank you for always being the perfect DJ on the float and always matching my energy. Over this last year, we have experienced so much together, from spending the day at the fair with Miss Wisconsin, who is now Miss America, to trying our absolute hardest to win the scavenger hunt at the Trempealeau County Fair. I can't wait to see where the future takes you, and I will be cheering you on. Bobby and Casey, thank you for pulling the float and for your endless support towards the program. I want to thank John and Deb Mark for these gorgeous sashes that truly are one of a kind. I feel so honored to wear the last Miss Jackson County sash made by Deb. The biggest thank you goes out to my parents for being there for me every step of the way, not only on my year as Miss Jackson County, but also all of the courts that I've spent the greater part of the last 7 years on. Mom, thank you for always being there for me, whether it was listening to me practice my speeches or helping me get ready for events. I wouldn't be the person I am today without your guidance and example. Dad, thank you for not only being my sponsor and escort, but for fueling my passion to get involved in my community. Thank you for always being willing to pull for parades, even though I know it was your absolute favorite part. You always made sure the truck was perfect, even if it meant making Mom help you wax the truck up until the very last minute in lineup. Lastly, I want to thank the community for your endless support to not only Michaela and myself, but to this program. The program thrives off of your support. This speech holds a very special place in my heart because not only am I saying goodbye to my year on Miss Jackson County, but also to the last 9 years I've spent dedicating my time to programs like this, beginning with Carner Blue. Through my years, I have grown so much and learned so much, but my favorite lesson is that things will not always go your way, but with a willingness to work hard and determination, you can do it. Now that my time on court has come to an end, I will be continuing my education at Western Technical College under a Gen Ed's transfer program, and then transfer to UW-Eau Claire to major in elementary education with a minor in psychology. My ultimate longtime goal is to return to the area to teach, as Jackson County always has been and always will be home. Jackson County, thank you for being the welcoming, bright, and shining community that I have grown up to love. I can't imagine serving a better community. Once again, my name is Mackenzie Doherty, your 2022-2023 Miss Jackson County. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay. As you've just heard, these ladies enjoyed their year and they're taking away with them many valuable experiences. This is why the Miss Jackson County program exists. It brings young ladies together, empowering them to become leaders and provides them an opportunity to serve their community. We appreciate every single one of these ladies and all they've done for our community. One more time, a round of applause for Miss Jackson County and her court. While the judges are still continuing to finish up their scores, let's have a Fair Board member. I guess Paul is already here. Paul, if you would come up here and join me on stage. We're going to have some presentations from the Jackson County Agricultural Society. Of course, they're also known as the Fair Board, and some special honors that they have. So, Paul, come on up. I better not. Yeah, I'm talking. I am talking. Okay, good.
You got it.
Okay, every year, the Fair Board recognizes individuals. Let's go right on out here because we have to have friends come and join us. Recognizes individuals who have retired from the Jackson County Agricultural Society's Board of Directors. These individuals have given countless hours and have dedicated their time, talent, and skills to help make the Jackson County Fair what it is today. Tonight, we would like to honor and thank Chipper Weiss for all of her hard work and dedication to the Jackson County Agricultural Society, as well as her passion and pride for the Miss Jackson County program. Chipper, unfortunately, is unable to be with us tonight, yet we wish to extend our sincere appreciation for everything that she has done. At this time, we'd ask that Chipper's granddaughter, Michaela Lopez, please come on over to accept a plaque on Chipper's behalf. And even though we are missing her here tonight, again, let's give another round of applause to Chipper Weiss, please. Okay, our next honor is for this year's Jackson County Fair Book dedicatee. The Fair Book is always dedicated to someone who exemplifies the heart, soul, and meaning of the fair. Someone who has dedicated much of their life to the success and advancement of the Jackson County Fair. This year, the board selected Mary Cooley. And let's give her a round of applause. And Mary, come on over as we continue to share about you. If you know Mary at all, you'll understand that family, faith, friendships, and the fair are a huge part of who and what is important to her. Family has been one of the most important things in Mary's life, along with her husband, Dave. Last year, they celebrated 50 years of marriage together, and during that time, they raised 4 children and have 7 grandchildren. Also last year, Mary's class of 1962 celebrated their 60th class reunion in her hometown of Muscatine, Iowa. Mary holds a master's degree in education. After moving to the Black River Falls area, Mary was the reading consultant for the elementary schools and volunteered in her children's classrooms, helping with a variety of activities. Faith is always an important influence in Mary's life. At Evangelical Lutheran Church, she started directing the children's choir, and over the years added 2 more choirs spanning ages from 3rd graders to adults. She retired as director from all 3 choirs, having started the first choir 35 years prior. Music also meant sharing her voice at many weddings and funerals throughout the community. Mary is also involved in the sewing circle and other church activities. Friendships have been made in many organizations that Mary has been a part of throughout her life. Besides church activities, Mary is one of the longest standing members of the Partners of Black River Memorial Hospital and received a 5,000-hour pin in 2018. She participated in the annual holiday tea, various fundraisers, and works in the gift shop, and also knits prayer shawls for hospice patients. She has been involved with the Jackson County 4-H program. Mary was awarded Jackson County's Women in History Honors in 2019. Fair is also important to Mary, and she's been very busy with that over the years. She's entered exhibits in baking, crafts, and sewing, but her favorites are knitting, photography, and where does Mary go? There we go, antiques, say it loud. Where she has won many blue ribbons and even some best of shows. Mary has served as superintendent of the antiques department for many years. It is by far the largest department at the fair, and it takes an organized person to keep things running smoothly in such a large department. She's recruited a great group of helpers to come back year after year to help out. If you've ever exhibited in the antiques department, it's likely that you've seen Mary there with her sunshine smile or her cheerful greets as you enter your entries. You've also likely gotten a written note from Mary in the mail, or possibly even a holiday card reminding you that the fair is just around the corner and that it is never too early to start thinking about your antique entries. The Jackson County Fair Board expresses their sincere gratitude to this year's Fair Book dedicatee, Mary Cooley. Please give her a round of applause.
I really had to write down the names of everybody I wanted to remember to thank because I was so afraid that I would forget someone. It starts with about, hundreds of people who helped to put the Jackson County Fair together, people who start tomorrow, the end of this week, the beginning of next week, and start working on the fair for next year. It continues with all those 4-H leaders and parents and supervisors and superintendents and on and on and on. I thank those people for keeping the Jackson County Fair alive and vibrant. I thank the Fair Board for respecting what we do and for being gracious and encouraging, because this has been a tremendous Fair Board to work with. And I have appreciated so much how much they have appreciated us. I feel like I'm representing all of these hundreds of people who work together to make the Jackson County Fair go every year, because it really takes a lot of people. Of course, the exhibitors are so important. And we have just this year, I think we have 53 exhibitors in the antiques department. I mean, it just keeps mushrooming as more and more people discover our department. My team of workers are like family. And we have people working in that department who have worked 17, 18, 19, 20 years in the antiques department, and they keep coming back. And every year, after we've all sweat bullets at the Jackson County Fair, I say, well, would you help us again next year? And they say, sure, I want the same job. I want to do the same things. So the workers have been tremendous. We've had a terrific judge for about 12 years now, and he has made all the difference in how exciting the antiques department has become. So if you haven't checked out the antiques building, I encourage you to do so this year. If you haven't ever entered an antique, I want to say I'm looking out at you right now, and a lot of you have antiques at your house. Anything 50 years old or older, maybe something from your elementary school days or your high school days or your early years of marriage are now considered antiques. So you could easily bring things to show at next year's Jackson County Fair. I just want to thank all those people who work together to make the fair what it is. Thank you.
Mary Cooley, thank you very much. Congratulations. Okay, up next, it's time to award our Jackson County Agricultural Society scholarships. Each year, the Ag Society provides up to two $500 scholarships to area students. This year, the quality of applications were exceptional, making this year's decision incredibly difficult. Tonight, the Jackson County Agricultural Society would like to present the 2023 Jackson County Fair scholarships to Franny Everson and Jasmine Wagner. Franny and Jasmine, please come on up. Again, congratulations, Franny Everson and Jasmine Wagner. A round of applause for them. It's time now to award a second scholarship of the evening, the Kelsey Joel Olson Memorial Scholarship. 15 years ago this evening, Kelsey Jo Olson was crowned the 2007-08 Miss Jackson County. On September 10th, 2015, Kelsey received her angel wings after fighting a battle with mental illness for 3 long years. She was kind, caring, and a loving member of our community, active in a variety of activities and organizations. Miss Olson was a shining example for young women in the county through her involvement in sports, music, FCCLA, and 4-H. She graduated from Black River Falls High School as salutatorian in 2009 and from UW-Madison with a degree in life sciences, communication in May 2015. The Miss Jackson County program, along with her family and all of us, miss Kelsey's smile, grace, and her charisma. The recipient of the Kelsey Joel Olson Memorial Scholarship will receive $500. Retiring court members voluntarily submitted applications featuring a reflective essay about what the Miss Jackson County program means to them, their experiences on the court, and how the program impacts our community. Applications were reviewed by a panel of judges who selected this year's recipient. And this year's recipient of the Kelsey Jo Olson Memorial Scholarship is Mackenzie Doherty. Right now, we'd like to do some recognitions and recognize a few of the many people that make our program what it is with the countless hours they volunteer behind the scenes. We thank Dave and Sherry Olson for the donation of crowns. Let's give them a round of applause. We thank Gross Motors of Black River Falls for letting us use a nice shiny truck at every parade. Thank you to them. Thank you to Laura Lindo for the donation of sponsorship sashes and work sashes for court members at the fair. Thank you goes to M&M Sports for their work on the plaques, embroidery on the jackets, and the Miss Jackson County shirts. Thanks goes to the Jackson County Fair Board for their support and for the court jackets. And our thanks goes out to the Jackson County community for being involved every year, to the parents of the current court, and to all the contestants on stage here today. Thank you very much. Let's give them all a round of applause and yourselves. We're getting closer to finding out who the new Miss Jackson County will be tonight. Though before we do that, it's time to introduce and crown our 2023 and second only Jackson County Fairest of the Fair. The Fairest of the Fair program started last year as an opportunity for college students to be involved with the community and to be an ambassador for Jackson County and for the Jackson County Fair. This last Saturday, Fairest of the Fair contestants were interviewed. Each one had to create a basket containing 5 promotional items from Jackson County, an autobiography, and a speech with the prompt of, what positive ways does agriculture impact our communities in Jackson County? This year, the selected title holder for the 2023 Jackson County Fairest of the Fair attendant is Franny Everson. Franny, come on out. Miss Everson is the daughter of Dan and Wendy Everson of Hickston. She'll be a freshman at UW River Falls, majoring in biomedical and health science with a pre-med track. In her free time, you'll find her on the golf course, working, or at home where she spends quality time with her sheep and steer. Franny wants to thank you all for showing up, for showing your support for the Jackson County Fair, and hopes to see you around this week. Please welcome our first attendant for the Fairest of the Fair, Franny Everson.
Hello, everybody. My name is Franny Everson, and welcome to the 2023 Jackson County Fair. My parents are Dan and Wendy Everson, where we live in Hickston, Wisconsin. My sponsor for this year is Garden Valley Gatherings, and my escort tonight was Garrett Tandy. Thank you all for coming.
Franny Everson. And let's welcome the new 2023 Jackson County Fairest of the Fair, Jasmine Wagner. Jasmine, come on up. Miss Wagner will be attending the University of Wisconsin River Falls, where she'll be majoring in biology. Her future goal is to become a large animal veterinarian specializing in equine. She enjoys being outside with her animals and being involved with the FFA. Jasmine is most excited for the experiences and people she will meet through Jackson County's Fairest of the Fair program. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2023 Jackson County Fairest of the Fair, Jasmine Wagner.
Hi, everyone. My name is Jasmine Wagner. I'm from Melrose, Wisconsin. My parents are Mindy and Brandon Wagner. My sponsorship this year is Northwest Vet Service, and my escort tonight was my father, Brandon Wagner. Thank you.
The Fairest of the Fair, Jasmine Wagner. And now let's have our first ever 2022 Jackson County Fairest of the Fair, Grace Kling, join us on stage. Miss Kling graduated from Blair Taylor High School and currently attends UW-Madison for animal science. She enjoys working with livestock, painting, drawing, and playing piano and other instruments. She was most excited to be more involved in all the entertaining and fun activities at the fair and continues to look forward to the county fair each year. Grace's favorite part of the program was being able to participate and promote two things that she really believes in and enjoy, the Jackson County Fair and agriculture in Jackson County. Please help welcome your 2022 Fairest of the Fair, Grace Kling.
Good evening, everybody. My name's Grace Kling, and I'm so excited you guys could be here this week to help us kick off an amazing fair week. I reside in Taylor, Wisconsin. My parents are Nathan and Karen Kling. My sponsor this past year, I want to give a big thank you to Klinger's Shop of Taylor. And my escort this evening was my brother, Jacob.
Fairest of the Fair, Grace Kling. Okay, at this time, Grace, if you do the honors, please, of crowning Franny as the attendant for the Fairest of the Fair. Round of applause for Franny Everson. And let's also do the honors of crowning the new Fairest of the Fair, Jasmine Wagner. Here we go, your 2023 Fairest of the Fair, Jasmine Wagner. Franny and Jasmine will be available throughout the fair and will be assisting with the show ring, judging, and awards. Another round of applause, please, as they leave the stage for Jasmine, Franny, and Grace. We're one step away from counting on new Miss Jackson County this evening, though first we will present this year's Miss Jackson County Scholarship to one of our contestants. Every year, the Miss Congeniality Scholarship is given to to the friendliest contestant as determined by a vote among the contestants. Of course, congenial meaning friendly, welcoming, and amiable. Miss Congeniality is able to carry a double title. Tonight, we present the 23-24 Miss Congeniality Scholarship entitled to Katie Settlebauer. Congratulations, Katie. And now a reminder, before we pass the titles and find out who the Miss Jackson County is tonight, we ask that parents, family, and friends wanting to take pictures at the conclusion of tonight, please stay back and allow time for the papers and official photographers to take pictures. When they're finished, you're free to take as many pictures as you want for as long as you want tonight. Okay, just keep that in mind. Thank you. Okay, with that, I welcome back our judges and ask that Cassie Sanate come forward with the envelopes for this evening. And her court is, we'll start out with the third attendant. So Michaela, if you'll come forward. I think we'll have to do it in this corner.
Your 2023-2024 Miss Jackson County third attendant is Noelle Bergerson.
Okay, Kenzie, come on up and let's find out who the second attendant will be.
The 2022 2024 Miss Jackson County second attendant is Ella Halverson.
Congratulations. Okay, Michaela is back to help us find out who the new first attendant will be.
Your 2023-2024 Miss Jackson County first attendant is Francesca Zentgraf.
Congratulations. And it's time. Mackenzie, Miss Jackson County, come on forward and find out who the new Miss Jackson County will be.
The 2023-2024 Miss Jackson County is Katie Settlebauer.
Very good. Another round of applause for Miss Jackson County, Katie Settlebauer and her court. Congratulations. Again, just a reminder, let parents, family members, and friends wanting to take pictures, just please say back to the papers and official photographer, take pictures first, and when they're finished, you can snap away. Again, congratulations to the new court, and thank you so much. Thank you for coming and supporting the Miss Jackson County program, and then we hope that you have a great night. Thank you for coming.